shock wave was so huge, but even in the living room over there, there is like all the framework is went down.
You can see the whole apartment's copped the shrapnel. You'd be in a lot of trouble anywhere in this room at the time of impact. Yemini for Rebel News in Ashkelon, Israel. I'm here today to show you just one of thousands of examples of what Israelis across the country, especially here in the south, have been living with for the past almost 20 years.
So there are two buildings that were directly hit in this area. So this is my building. You can see it's my balcony actually. That used to be my balcony. So this building and that one over there, you can see from that point there is a huge hole in the building as well. I mean, it was the 7th morning, the first day of the war, and the siren after siren after siren. And on the 10th, my wife actually saved me alive because they were launching their rockets indiscriminately. I mean, in order to hit and to kill Jews, as many as possible. So, on the 10th siren, I decided, okay, I should go out from the shelter inside the apartment, make coffee. So I did it, and there was once again a siren, and my wife called me back. I didn't want to irritate her, I'm just married, It's very dangerous, I mean, even more dangerous than the rockets. So I came back, closed the door, and then I saw the flash of orange light, I mean, the blast, heat, explosion. I mean, the building was like, I don't know how to shake it precisely. I opened the door, and if you saw Stranger Things, like upside down, the same area. I mean, everything is dust, like dust in the air, dust is everything. I mean, the burnt thing, the smell of the burnt stuff, I mean, not a pleasant thing. I mean, my wife and I, we were trying to get it pleasant, so in order to have a place to come back after work, and like in one moment everything is vanished. That's very strange. I mean, of course we are okay because we are still alive. I mean, compared to those who were murdered, killed, kidnapped, raped, burnt alive near Gaza border. I mean, I can tell about this. So, this is the apartment. You see
Wow.
Yeah, now it's more or less clean, but everything was in dust. I mean, the parts of the rocket went through the door, on this metal door as well, so I bought it. I took it from there, like a souvenir. Now,
Wow.
here, unfortunately, I can't offer coffee or tea, but be my guests. That's actually was the, you see, everything is in shrapnel marks. That's the rock, by the way. It was on the balcony, but then it was brought here, my favorite sofa. That's the parts of the rocket. So you can go here. It's okay. I did it several times. That's the walls of the shelter. These are steel curtains, but even on the steel curtains, I mean, we were lucky because we closed it. But you see, here, there are marks from the shrapnel.
So this is the bomb shelter in there?
Yes, that's the special armored baton. Unfortunately, no, it's our reality. It's not, like, it's unimaginable, unbelievable. You should have an apartment that has inside a shelter. For every new apartment, there's a shelter. So that's a reality we are living in.
But the crazy thing is you went out to make coffee and your wife made you come back
Precisely.
into the shelter because
No.
you'd had so many rockets, and that happened to be the rocket that hit.
Yeah, that's my second birthday. I mean, 7th of October, it was in the morning, siren after siren after siren. And then on the 10th siren, I thought, okay, what can happen actually? Not our first year in Ashkelon. Unfortunately, we used to rockets. So I went to the living room to make coffee. And then siren once again, my wife called me back. I came back, closed the door, and then we were hit.
Does she remind you every day that she saved your life?
No, actually, she's very modest girl. I remind her of saving my life.
Wow, it's amazing. What's the lesson in life? Listen to your wife?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now I'm going to show you the shelter from inside, maybe. So the shock wave was so huge that even from behind the iron curtains, it was practically destroyed.
Wow, that's bulletproof glass.
Yeah. So we were pretty clever to make our sleeping room here inside the shelter. Because, in Ashkelon, you don't want to go, in the middle of the night to other room, to get up, to get dressed, to go somewhere. So we, intentionally, we did it here.
How often do rockets fly into Ashkelon?
I think once a year you definitely hear sirens. I remember my first night in Ashkelon when I came here, when I immigrated to Israel. I came here in Ashkelon. My first night, there was a siren. Every single operation that Israel conducts in Gaza, so Ashkelon, maybe Sderot and Ashkelon, the first towns to catch the rockets.
Was the 7th different than normal?
Yeah, the volume, the number of sirens, and the number of interceptions above the city, above the town, not city. It was very, very significant. I do not remember an attack on Israel like this.
What would you say to people that say, well, just live with it? You have the Iron Dome, and the Palestinians now, they don't have protection from the Israeli Air Force bombs.
Everybody has freedom of will. Those who support Hamas, those who support burning children alive, raping women, kidnapping kids, these people are terrorists. The terrorism should be eliminated at all. So Israel is the first stage, the barrier before the global terror on European civilization in general. I think we should hit back. Otherwise, the United States, Canada, all the European countries will be hit by terrorists. So we are the barrier here, and we should survive, we should hit back, we should show our force.
No other country in the world would allow its citizens to live under the constant barrage and threat of rocket attacks like that, let alone for 20 years. Avi Yemini for Rebel News in Ashkelon, Israel. If you think it's important for the world to see what Israelis have been experiencing the last 20 years, but intensified in the last few weeks, make sure to share this far and wide. And then head over to thetruthaboutthewar.com. Check out all our other reports from here in the front line and throughout Israel. Thetruthaboutthewar.com. And if you support our mission, chip in a couple dollars to help cover the costs of this frontline reporting. Thetruthaboutthewar.com.